going on, everybody? Steve V here with another video. I hope everybody's doing well out there. So in today's video, I thought I would do a sum up video and kind of an update video of what's going on in my Mancave arcade and some of the changes that have happened over the last couple of weeks. I put out a short a couple of weeks ago just letting you guys know I sold a cabinet. I mentioned what cabinet that was and what cabinet I was planning on bringing in. I did a community post the other day showing the cabinet that I brought in, completely built, and how I kind of had to change the layout of my Mancave arcade a little bit, just as far as how I have my cabinets. So this video is just to kind of sum that all up, in case anybody missed that short video that I did, or the community post. So a couple of weeks ago, I put my Marvel vs. Capcom up for sale. It was a great cabinet, beautiful artwork. It had 4 solid games on it, and then a 5th game that was a console game. I wasn't a big fan of that, but it still was a fun game to play. It had Wi-Fi, it came with a stool. It was a great cabinet, but I just didn't play it as much as I thought I would. So I've been pretty upfront about the fact that I wanted to bring X-Men in, but I just didn't think I would have room to bring it into my Mancave arcade, just with the current layout that I had and the amount of cabinets that I had. So over the last few months, I have tried to put Marvel vs. Capcom up for sale to see if I sold that, if I could bring X-Men in. I knew it would still be a tight squeeze because of the fact that it's a 4-player cabinet, and I already have 2 4-player cabinets. I still wanted to kind of take a chance and see if Marvel vs. Capcom would sell, and then I could take that money and buy X-Men, because I try to only use recycled money to get new cabinets, because early on in my collecting, 2019, 2020, I got pretty addicted to picking up these cabinets, and I spent a lot of money that was supposed to be kind of money to kind of put aside, saved money. So since 2020, at the end of that, I kind of said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I still obviously enjoy this hobby, and I still want to bring more cabinets in, but I have to be smart with how I spend my money. So since then, I've kind of been using recycled money as far as putting up cabinets for sale, and then once that cabinet sells, I take that money and buy another cabinet, because I have 10 cabinets that I knew I wanted to have in this Mancave arcade. So I've kind of been working to try to get those 10 down here. And obviously with Arcade 1-Up, certain things come out at certain times. So sometimes I had some cabinets kind of as a filler, and then when the actual cabinet that I wanted came out, I knew I had to part with that certain cabinet to try to bring the cabinet that I actually wanted in. So, long story short, after many times of trying to put Marvel vs. Capcom up for sale and it not really selling, I did put it up a couple of weeks ago, and it sold. And it sold for $500 Canadian, which was an excellent price. My cabinet was pretty much pristine because of the fact that I barely played it. Again, it came with a stool, it has Wi-Fi. And here in Canada, it sold for $6.99 plus tax, so you're going around the $800 range. So $500 for an $800 cabinet, I feel like that's a pretty good price on the secondary market. So I took that $500, and then I had to try to get a little bit more recycled money to basically come up with the amount that I needed for X-Men. And once I came up with that amount, I ended up pulling the trigger, and I got X-Men into my Mancave arcade. Now, like I was telling you guys, I have 10 cabinets that I knew I wanted to have down here. And X-Men was kind of the missing piece as far as cabinets that Arcade 1-Up has actually come out with regarding the 10 that I want. Because I have Pac-Man, that was the first one I wanted. Miss Pac-Man I have, Frogger, Donkey Kong, but obviously Donkey Kong has not come out. I don't know if Arcade 1-Up will ever come out with the Donkey Kong, but I do have it in my 60-1 cocktail table, so I do have the game down here. So that's the main thing for me. Mortal Kombat 2, which I have, Street Fighter 2, which I have, and then Turtles, got it, Simpsons, got it, and now I have X-Men. The only one I'm missing is Daytona. That was the 10th game that I wanted, but I'm pretty happy with Ridge Racer because I do have nostalgia for that game, as there was a Ridge Racer cabinet at the movie theater that I used to work at when I was a teenager. So I might actually settle with Ridge Racer. Daytona would be great to have. Maybe if Arcade 1-Up does make a Daytona, maybe I'll change my mind. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with Ridge Racer. So I have 9 of the 10 games that I want down here. Like I said, Donkey Kong's in the cocktail table, so that's not an Arcade 1-Up, but still, I have the game. So 9 out of 10 ain't bad. So when I brought X-Men in, because of the fact that it was a 4-player cabinet, I had to change my layout a little bit, just in the center of where I was going to put it. So I have kind of 3 different sections in my Mancave arcade as far as how I have my cabinets. I have one section that I call the Barcade area. That's where I have my pinball, Ridge Racer, Big Buck, and Golden Tee. And then I have the cocktail table to the side there. So I didn't touch that area. And then I have the area behind me, which is my classic 80s arcade cabinets. So Pac-Man, Class of 81, Frogger, and Tempest. I didn't mess with those either. It was just the center that I had to kind of move around. So I'm going to show you guys the layout. I'm not really sure if I'm going to stick with this layout, just because it is kind of sticking out a little bit. And it's kind of affecting some of the other stuff I have in my Man Cave arcade, like my mini pool table and my alley-oop basketball game. But I'll show you guys the layout. You guys can kind of tell me what you think. And then I'm going to mention to you guys another idea I have as far as a different layout that I might try, because I think that might make everything kind of find its place a little bit better as far as being able to play everything comfortably without having any interference of some of the other stuff around it. So we're going to see what happens, but I'm going to show you guys the layout right now, and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the layout. So this is the barcade area. Nothing has changed in this area. Same 3 cabinets with the pinball. And then I got the cocktail table on the other side, so that way people can put their drinks and food there and still be able to play the arcade games. So this area is completely the same. It's the middle where I've made the changes. So I got the X-Men cabinet there facing in. And then I got my Midway Legacy cabinet against the wall at the back there, also facing in the opposite way. I left a little area there in the middle so you can get to both cabs comfortably. Then I got the Simpsons in the middle there against the Midway Legacy and the Capcom Legacy, which I have on the other side facing the opposite direction. I tried to do a similar layout. I got the Turtles there to the right, and there's also the opening where you can get to those 2 cabs comfortably. And then I put the stools on the outside, so that way there's just the open space so people can get in and play the games, but they can grab the stools if they need them. But with this layout, it sticks out a little bit more, so it is interfering with my pool table, which is now moved out a little bit, which is causing some interference with my alley-oop basketball game. I had everything kind of laid out in a way where nothing was interfering with anything. Now I have some interference just because the cabinets are sticking out a little bit more. So I got to figure that out. On this side, with these 4 cabinets, I might move these 4 cabinets to that wall and then put the 3 4-player cabinets on this side so the trilogy is all together on one wall. And then I'm just going to put it on this wall, like I said, those cabinets with the Midway and Capcom Legacy. So it'll be the 1-player and 2-player cabinets on that wall, and then the 4-player cabinets on the other wall. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet 100%, but we're going to see, because I do like this layout. But like I said, it just sticks out a little bit more than I wanted to. So I hope you guys enjoyed that look at the layout that I currently have. As you guys can tell, I'm a little 50-50 on it right now. I do like the way it looks, and obviously the cabinets are all accessible as far as being able to play, but the fact that it is sticking out a little bit more than what I would like, and that it's interfering with my pool table and my alley-oop game, I just have to kind of play around with different ideas, and I kind of mentioned to you guys some of the ideas I have as far as another layout that will kind of make things a little more, I guess, more pushed against each wall, which will open up the space in the middle to allow everything else to flow. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to take the next couple of weeks to just play around with different ideas. and then I'll finally show you guys a game room tour when I have everything figured out. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I'm really happy with the games that I have down here right now. You know, having 9 out of the 10 games that I want, and having X-Men finally in the Mancave arcade. I might do a little review on X-Men. It has been out for a while, so I know there are a lot of reviews out there. If I don't do a review on it, it might be more of like a sum up video of just how happy I am to finally have the Konami trilogy cabinets that Arcade 1UP came out with: The Simpsons, Turtles, and now the X-Men. So I could just do kind of a sum up video like that to really give some spotlight to X-Men, but also give spotlight to Simpsons and Turtles, because those 3 cabinets mean a lot to me, and it's very special for me to have them as part of my collection because I really love those games. So yeah, stay tuned to that, whether it's a review or that sum up video I mentioned, and stay tuned to a game room tour when I finally get this all figured out. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update as far as what's been going on in this Mancave arcade over the last couple of weeks. You know, cabinet being sold, cabinet being brought in, and the layout kind of changing a little bit. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a fantastic day. You know, keep on gaming. Keep on, enjoying life, spending time with family and friends, and really appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.